you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
See, I was asking if I write something in front of you, property, plant and equipment. There's a standard called International Accounting Standard 16. What does International Accounting Standard 16 gives the guidance to you? It tells you how to recognize. That means it tells you about the recognition criteria. What does it tell you?
The recognition criteria.
That means how would you recognize something as property, plant and equipment, or how to recognize something as a tangible asset? What is that?
Tangible asset.
So like if I tell you land is a tangible asset or not?
Yes, sir, it is.
But why? On what basis are you recognizing that as tangible asset?
So because it can be.
Because it gives you some economic benefits in the future, correct?
Yes, sir.
So why you are recognizing it as a tangible asset? Because it satisfies with the definition of asset. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Since it satisfies with the definition of asset, it is an asset. And since it is an asset, it should be recorded in the asset side of balance sheet. Am I right?
Right, sir.
So that is what the recognition criteria tells. It tells like what this particular thing is. It's a tangible asset. And if it's a tangible asset, it should be shown in the asset side of balance sheet. So where it should be recorded? It should be recorded in the asset side of balance sheet. Isn't it so?
Yes.
Then how will you measure that property, plant and equipment? You can measure that either at cost. Okay. Cost is nothing but the cost at which you purchase that. And then every year you have to deduct the value of that asset like by depreciation amount. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And like there are some other ways also to recognize, but we will study that afterwards. Then you have to present that like under what heading? Under assets. And then you have to give some important extra information about that asset. That means from whom you bought this asset, when did you bring this asset, what is the method of depreciation you are applying to this asset. So those extra information, can you write in the statements? No, you have to write that in the footnotes. What is this footnote? Footnote is nothing but after preparing the entire statement, there will be a separate column down the statement which is called notes to the statements. What is that? Notes to financial statements, correct?
Yes, sir.
Or we call it as footnotes. So there we give extra information regarding that asset. Okay. So they have given the example of inventory. You can go through that. I have given the example of land. So that is what you can contrast. So this is the end of this chapter. We will start the next chapter tomorrow immediately. Okay. Next chapter is the qualitative characteristics of financial information. Okay. Then
Yes,
we can
sir.
go for the subsidiary books and other practical questions.
Yes.
Okay, Hamsika. Thank you. Then tomorrow we'll take
Sir,
the class.
yes,
Yeah.
sir, I wanted to ask you something, sir. So I was planning to write the financial reporting paper in June.
Okay.
So my dad, he wants.
Can we just have a call over the?
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yes.